Ranking the military power of Africa by country from 10th to the 1st. The GFP, the Global Firepower List, makes use of over 60 factors in-house formula to determine a given nation's power index score. This provides the final ranking while also allowing smaller, more technologically advanced nations to compete with larger, less developed ones. Some bonuses and penalties are added for refinement that in the end we hope to present unbiased look in the potential conventional military strength of world power. Color arrow of world power. There are a total of 10 countries included in the African military strength of 2023 Annual Defense Review. Number 10, Sudan. For 2023, Sudan is ranked 75th out of the countries considered for the annual Global Firepower Review. The nation holds a power index score of 1.4079. Now let's go to the breakdown. On financials, Sudan have 176.4 billion purchasing power parity, foreign exchange gold of $198 million, a defense budget of $287 million and external debt of $56.05 billion. On manpower, they have a total population of 47.9 million total population, available manpower of 25.4 million available manpower. Fit for service, they have 16.258 million fit for service, and reaching military age annually they have 1.2 million reaching military age annually. Total military personnel of 205,000, active military personnel, active personnel of 100,000, reserve personnel of 50,000. They have a paramilitary of 55,000, Air Force personnel of 13,000, and Air Army personnel of 45,000, while the Navy personnel have 2,000. Now on air power, Sudan have an aircraft total of 191. They have fighters of 45, attack helicopter they have a stock of 37, transport/fish wing of 25, they have a trainer of 12, special of 0, they have no tanker fleet, they have 72 helicopter, they have 43 attack helicopter available for the Sudan Air Force. Now let's come down to the land force of Sudan. The land force of Sudan have a total tank of 170 total tank. They have 6,976 vehicles. They have self-propelled artillery of 20. They have towed artillery of 389. They have MLRS rocket artillery of 40 in their land force or army. In the naval asset, they have a total asset of 18. No aircraft carrier, no helicopter carriers. They have no destroyers, no frigates, no corvettes, no submarines, no patrol vessels, and no mine warfare. Now the number 9 is Tunisia. Tunisia for 2023 is ranked 73rd of the 145th out of the countries considered for the annual GFP review. The nation holds a power index score of 1.3243. For the breakdown for financials, they have $115 billion purchasing power parity. They have $5.5 billion foreign exchange gold. They have a defense budget of $1.1 billion, an external debt of $36 billion external debt. And let's go down to the manpower. For manpower, they have a total population of 11.896 million total population, and available manpower of 5.9 million available manpower. Fit for service, they have 5.1 million fit for service. Reaching military age annually is 202,248 people. Total military personnel of 100,000, active military personnel of 90,000, reserve of 0, paramilitary of 10,000, Air Force personnel of 4,500, Army personnel of 65,000, and Naval personnel of 6,500. Now let's go down to the air power. The air power of Tunisia, they have a total stock of 159 aircraft total, a fighter of 11, they have attack types of 0 stock, they have 10 transports, they have 30 trainers, no special mission, no tanker fleet, they have 101 helicopters. Now let's go to Tunisia's land force. On the Tunisia's army, they have a total tank of 145. They have 23,200 vehicles. They have no self-propelled artillery. They have 105 towed artillery. They have no MLRS rocket artillery. Now let's go down to Tunisia's navy. On Tunisia's navy, they have total asset of 40, no aircraft carrier, no helicopter carrier, no destroyer, no frigate, no corvette, no submarine, 36 patrol vessels, no mine warfare. Let's go to the number 8. On number 8, we have Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, for 2023, Democratic Republic of Congo (DRC) is ranked 72nd of 145 out of the countries considered for the annual Global Firepower Review. The nation holds a power index of 1.3055. For the breakdown on financials, they have a purchasing power parity of $95 billion. They have a $457 million foreign exchange goal. They have $299 million defense budget. They have $4.6 billion external debts. Now let's go down to the manpower. For the manpower, they have a total population 108.4 million total population. They have available manpower of 36.8 million available manpower. They have 29.4 million fit for service. They have 2.384 million reaching military age annually and 150,000 total military personnel. They have active personnel of 140,000. They have no reserve. They have 10,000 paramilitary. They have 4,000 Air Force personnel. They have 140,000 Army personnel, and they have 6,700 Navy personnel. Let's go down to the air power of Democratic Republic of Congo. On the aircraft total, they have a total stock of 46. They have 1 stock fighter, and they have 4 attack types. They have 8 transport fixed wings. They have no trainers. They have no special mission. They have no tanker fleets. They have 32 helicopters and 8 attack helicopter. And let's go down to the Democratic Republic of Congo Army, the land force. On the land force, they have a total tank of 214 tanks, 3,728 vehicles. They have 16 self-propelled artilleries, 125 towed artilleries. They have MLRS of 57, that is rocket artillery. The Navy of Democratic Republic of Congo, they have a total assets of 16, no aircraft carrier, no helicopter carrier, no destroyer, no frigate, no corvette, no submarine, and 16 patrol vessels, while they have no mine warfare. Now on number 7 is Morocco. Morocco is ranked 61st of 145th out of the countries considered for the annual Global Firepower Review. The nation holds a power index score of 1.0524 power index score. Now let's go on for the breakdown. The financials, they have a total purchasing power parity of $259 billion and foreign exchange of gold of $26.2 billion. They have a defense budget of $1.039 and external debt of $55 billion. Now for the manpower, Morocco have a total population of 36.7 million total population. They have an average available manpower of 17.634 available manpower. Fit for service, they have 14,989,000 fit for service. Reaching military age annually, they have 624,550 reaching military age annually. They have 375,000 total military personnel and 200,000 active personnel. They have 150,000 reserve personnel, 25,000 paramilitary. They have 13,500 Air Force personnel, 150,000 Army personnel, and 7,800 Navy personnel. Now, Morocco Air Power. On the Air Force, they have total aircraft strength of 250. They have 83 fighters. They have no attack types. They have 30 transport/fixed wings. They have 67 trainers. They have 4 special missions. They have 2 tanker fleets. They have 64 helicopters. And let's go down to Morocco's land force. The army of Morocco have a total tank of 1,761 tanks. They have 31,972 vehicles. They have 453 self-propelled artilleries. They have 211 third artilleries. They have 48 rocket artillery, that is MLRS. Now let's go down to the Navy of Morocco. They have 121 total assets: no aircraft carrier, no helicopter carrier, no destroyer, 6 frigates, 1 corvette, no submarine, 22 patrol vessels, and no mine warfare. Is Angola. For 2023, Angola is ranked 55 of the 145 out of the countries considered for the annual Global Firepower Review. The nation holds a power index score of 0.8732. Let's go down to the breakdown. For financials, Angola have a purchasing power parity of $205.7 billion, foreign exchange gold of $16.995 billion, defense budget of $1.059 billion, and external debt of $45 billion. For manpower, Angola have a total population of 34.795 million total population, 6.959 available manpower, 3.479 fit for service, 347,953 reaching military age annually, total military personnel of 117,000 and 107,000 active personnel. No reserve personnel: 10,000 paramilitary, 6,000 Air Force personnel, 100,000 Army personnel, and 1,000 Naval personnel. The Angola Air Power. For the Angola Air Force have a total of 302 aircraft total, 71 fighters, 18 attack types, 33 transport/fixed wings, 61 trainers, 2 special missions, no tanker fleet, 117 helicopters, and 15 attack helicopters. Now let's go down to the Angola land force, the army of Angola. They have a total of 156 tanks, 5,500 total vehicles, 28 self-propelled artilleries, 625 third artilleries, 165 rocket artillery, that is MLRS. For the Navy of Angola, they have a total asset of 40, no aircraft carrier, no helicopter carriers, no destroyers, no frigates, no corvettes, no submarines, 37 patrol vessels, and 2 mine warfare. Number 5 is Ethiopia. Ethiopia is ranked number 5 because for 2023, Ethiopia is ranked 49 of 145 out of the countries considered for the annual GFP review. The nation holds a power index score of 0.7979. Let's go down to the breakdown. For breakdown of finances, Ethiopia have a total purchasing power parity of $264.05 billion, foreign exchange gold of $3.013 billion, defense budget of $538 million, external debt of $30 billion. For manpower, Ethiopia have 113.6 million total population. They have 54.555 million available manpower. They have 33.869 million fit for service annually, and they have 2.6 million reaching military age annually, 150,000 military personnel, 150,000 active personnel, 0 reserve, 0 paramilitary, 5,000 Air Force personnel, 65,000 Army personnel, and 11,500 Naval personnel. For the air power of Ethiopia, they have a total aircraft of 89 aircraft total, with 23 fighters, 9 transports, 26 trainers, no special mission, 0 tanker fleet, 31 helicopters, 6 attack helicopters. Now let's go down to the land. Army have a total of 468 tanks, 6,240 vehicles, 100 self-propelled artilleries, 319 towed artilleries, and 183 rocket artillery, which is MLRS for Ethiopia. Now let's go to number 4. Number 4 is Nigeria. Nigeria is ranked 36th of 145th out of the countries considered for the annual Global Firepower Review. The nation holds a power index score of 0.5587. For the breakdown for the finances, Nigeria have a purchasing power parity of $1.1 trillion. They have $38.7 billion foreign exchange /gold. They have $3.4 billion defense budget and $27 billion external debts. For manpower, Nigerians have a total population of 225.082 million population. They have 119.2 available manpower, 85.981 fit for service, 4.051 million reaching military age annually, and 215,000 total military personnel. 135,000 active personnel, no reserve, 80,000 paramilitary, 18,000 Air Force, 80,000 Army personnel, and 2,500 Naval personnel. Now let's go on to Air Force. The Air Force of Nigeria have a total aircraft of 144, 14 fighters, 24 attack types, 20 transports / fixed wings, 28 trainers, 6 special missions, no tanker fleet, 52 helicopters, 15 attack helicopters. Let's go down to Nigerian Land Force, the Army of Nigeria. I have a total tank of 177 tanks, 15,784 vehicles, 30 self-propelled artilleries, 339 towed artillery, 37 rocket artillery, that is MLRS. For the Navy of Nigeria, they have a total asset of 136, no aircraft carrier, no helicopter carriers, no destroyers, 1 frigate, no corvettes, no submarines, 109 patrol vessels, 2 mine warfare for the Nigerian Navy. Number 3 is South Africa. South Africa is ranked 33 of 145 after the country considered for the annual Global Firepower Review, with a power index score of 0.4885. For the breakdown on finances, they have a purchasing power parity of $680 billion. They have $50.7 billion foreign exchange /gold, $2.8 billion defense budget, and $180 billion external debt. For manpower, South Africa have a total population of 57.5 million people, 26.4 million available manpower, 14.264 million fit for service, 977,783 reaching military age annually, 232,700 total military personnel, 40,200 active personnel, 12,500 reserve personnel, 180,000 paramilitary, 12,000 Air Force, 36,000 Army personnel, 6,815 Navy personnel. For air power, South Africa have a total aircraft of 226. They have 17 fighters. They have no attack types, 23 transport / fixed wings, 88 trainers, 7 special missions, no tanker fleets, 91 helicopters, 12 attack helicopters for South Africa. For the land force, South African Army have a total of 195 tanks, 34,540 vehicles, 49 self-propelled artilleries, 82 towed artilleries, 101 rocket artillery for the South African Army. For the Navy, they have a total asset of 47, no aircraft carrier, no helicopter carrier, no destroyer, 4 frigates, no corvettes, 3 submarine, 31 patrol vessels, 2 mine warfare for South African Navy. Now let's go to the number 2. The number 2 is Algeria. Algeria is ranked 26th of the 145th out of the countries considered for the annual Global Firepower Review. The nation holds a power index score of 0.3911. For the breakdown on their finances, they have a total purchasing power parity of $470 billion, foreign exchange gold of $100 billion, $9.9 billion defense budget, $6 billion external debt. For manpower, Algeria have 44.1 million total population, 21.2 million available manpower, 18.024 fit for service, 706.8 million reaching into age annually, 465,000 total military personnel, 130,000 active personnel, 135,000 reserve personnel, and 200,000 paramilitary, 14,000 Air Force personnel, 225,000 Army personnel, 30,000 Navy personnel. Now let's go down to the air power of Algeria. They have a total aircraft of 547. Wow. 90 fighters, 22 attack types. They have 60 transport/fixed wings. They have 87 trainers. They have 10 special missions. They have 5 tanker fleets, 273 helicopters. They have 50 attack helicopters for the Algerian Air Force. For the land force, the Algerian Army have a total of 1,700 tanks, 35,990 vehicles, 224 self-propelled artilleries, 483 towed artilleries, 298 MLRS rocket artilleries. For the Navy of Algeria, they have a total asset of 201, no aircraft carrier, no helicopter carriers, no destroyers, 5 frigates, 6 corvettes, 6 submarines, and 25 patrol vessels with no mine warfare. Now the number 1, Egypt. Egypt is ranked 14 of 145 out of the countries considered for the annual Global Firepower Review. The nation holds a power index score of 0.2224. For the breakdown of Egypt, they have on the finances, they have a purchasing power parity of $1.2 trillion PPP. They have $35.8 billion foreign exchange/gold. They have $4.3 billion defense budget. They have $110 billion external debt. For manpower of Egypt, which is number 1, have a total population of 107.7 million people, 44.1 million available manpower, 37.073 million fit for service, 1.6 million reaching military age annually, 1.2 million total military personnel, 440,000 active personnel, 480,000 reserve personnel, 300,000 paramilitary, 50,000 Air Force, 685,000 Army, 32,500 Navy personnel. Now let's go down to the air power of Egypt. Total aircraft of 1,069 total aircraft, 245 fighters, 88 attack types, 59 transport/fixed wings, 341 trainers, 11 special mission, no tanker fleet, 325 helicopters, 92 attack helicopters. Now for the land force of Egypt Army has 4,664 tanks, 77,596 vehicles, 1,489 self-propelled artilleries, 2,189 towed artilleries, 1,575 rocket artillery MLRS. For the Egyptian Navy, they have a powerful total asset of 245, no aircraft carrier, 2 helicopter carriers, no destroyers, 13 frigates, 7 corvettes, 8 submarines, 48 patrol vessels, 23 mine warfare, for the Egypt Navy. Now this is the top 10 most powerful military in Africa from the 10th to the first, from Sudan down to Egypt. Like, leave a comment. Most importantly, don't forget to subscribe.